Ja, auf und
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Hensley Athletic. Sutherland, Hakoah. No, yeah, I can't normally. So, yeah, I think normally it's just there's a little. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, Good evening and welcome to your round 13 Sunday evening game between Hakoah Sydney City East and Sutherland Sharks. My name's Nate Patrick, here to take you through the call between two teams hoping for a better performance. It's just not quite been their season thus far. Sutherland sitting in 10th, Hakoah rooted to the bottom of the ladder. Of course, Sutherland finally getting their second win of the season last week against Sydney Olympic, taking that one 3-0. Some people were a bit shocked by that result. That ended their 10-match winless streak. Their other win against guess who? Meanwhile, Hakoah, as mentioned, struggling for form. Will the addition, the new signing, make a difference here? We'll find out together. Hakoah in their blue strip, Sutherland with the change kit, grey and orange, led by Mark Warren. Sutherland to feet early down this right-hand side. Well defended. All played into the box. Ball floated. Acrobatic aerial from Charles Lokalingoi. Doesn't make any contact, but looks spectacular. Mark Warren tidying up. O'Shea inside the area. Nervy times here. Jeremy Cox unable to pull the trigger. Finally, Hakoah get it clear. Well defended by Liam McGing. Talking about new additions, that man signed from Sydney FC. Had been having quite a good season as well. Another former Sydney FC player, Lokalingoi, found his scoring boots from game one for his new club. Long searching ball towards that man, well headed away by Combs. Quentin Cheng with the throw-in. Headed onwards by Cox. Hakoah unable to get possession. This ball is searching. Morphetus goes to ground. Referee waves play on. Blair Brown tidying that up, going back to his goalkeeper. Quick turnover, the ball through the middle. There's more Sutherland jerseys about. They do break away. A little bit of a pull on the jersey. There's your free kick. Raul Romero with a brilliant goal last week. Can he make it 2-2? Mark Warren, the captain and left back. Big searching ball for Lokalingoi. Well over his head. Any struggles at Brisbane Roar, very much forgotten. Looking right at home here for Sutherland. Shattuck trying to go down the line. Ball inside, doesn't come off either. Heavy touch from Polyak, now inside. Lokalingoi pulls the trigger. Well blocked. Chang, the right back, throw down the line, looking for Cox. Possession turned over. And once more, back to Cheng. McGing with some good early touches. Spread wide to Warren. Warren cutting inside. Ball collecting the player rather than the block being made. If it works, it works. Akuno into the area, loses control. Mark Warren tidies up. Peels for handball, it's off the chest. Lokalingoi drifting to this left-hand side now before being taken down rather crudely. Brown across to McGing. McGing with time and space to pick his pass. Heavy touch from Romero, couldn't find Lokalingoi. Now Romero using his body, but committing the foul. The opening 5 minutes flying by. Sutherland particularly trying to play at a frenetic pace. Hakoah, can they match the tempo? Green. Lovely ball forward. It's going to be kept in play. Ball towards the middle. The second header, there was a bit of a high foot. Referee deciding no foul play. The players stayed down. The referee will now go to check on his well-being. It did look like a high foot. Not to be. Nathan Denham restarting the play. The veteran goalkeeper back between the sticks. A turnover here. Hakoah breaking dangerously. The ball inside. Eventually cleared by Sutherland. Oliver Green wanting the 1-2, doesn't get it back. Instead, it's chipped into the box, well over the attacker's goal kick for the Sharks. Played out to McGing from the back. His long ball over the top. Seen all the way by Combs. Eventually hoofed clear only as far as McGing, back down the line. Polyak winning that one back. Cheng now down this right-hand side. Sutherland, the ball into the area, well headed away. Excellent defense. Mark Warren reading the rush clearance. Tries to skip down the line, draws the contact. Some suggesting Mark Warren exaggerating the contact there. What can Warren do with this set piece? It's towards the back stick, well over the back stick, in fact. McGing not able to get there in time. Wasted opportunity for Sutherland. Long ball forward, back to Cheng. Clever touch inside. This is much nicer from Sutherland. Romero with the strike! and into the back of the net. Lovely build-up play from the away side. They have started with more intensity than we've seen in previous weeks, or in fact, this entire season. They have started the more brightly in this game. Within the opening 10 minutes, it is 1-0. Not the start the home crowd would have wanted at all. As they search for parity, they had an opportunity or two in their own attacking area. That high foot incident came to nothing. Good news is plenty of time left in this game. Shattuck's throw inside. Excellent head up from Kotan. Now some good footwork. Bowich back to Cotton, across the face. Well defended by Sutherland, even able to keep it in play, but that's much better from this home team. Pedge Bowich in the NPL New South Wales Team of the Week last week. He's going to need to show all that A-League experience in this contest. Lokalingoi, can he get there first? Excellent goalkeeping, you have to say. Norval alert to the danger. Lokalingoi, in fact, hitting the deck. After stretching for that ball, play goes on for now. Gauthier into the area. Gauthier on his right foot. Strike unable to get past Denham. Lokalingoi now up and running. Just needed to stretch something out, evidently. Long ball forward. I'm not sure if Cheng realized that Lokalingoi was just recovering from his injury. Forces the turnover. Norval back in that direction. Cheng, the up and under. Time and space to pick the pass. Does so beautifully as well. Hakuno doing enough to get a corner kick. Here's that man, Akuno, standing over the set piece. Towards the middle, Lokalingoi back defending the edge of the area. The strike over the crossbar had us all standing up. Kotan it was. Couldn't keep his shot down. Lokalingoi, trying to go past his man, was having his shirt held onto by Combs. We might see our first yellow card of the contest. Referees have been clamping down on that all season, as it is relatively early in the match. It's just the final warning conversation. What it does mean is another dangerous opportunity for Sutherland. Mark Warren once again standing over the free kick. Warren's delivery. saved by the goalkeeper in the end. It left everyone. Norval getting down well. Man running short, ignored, goes direct. Headed away initially. Akuno doing brilliantly to hold that one up. Unfortunately for him, the ball back goes well over his head. Sutherland getting possession once more. Denham to Warren. Plenty of space on the left for Sutherland if they want it. Morphetus hasn't seen a lot of the football so far. Not a lot of football being played in the middle of the ground. Both teams preferring the long ball early on in this contest. Maybe that's just a nerve settler. Touch forward. The judge to have come off the arm, I believe. Free kick, Sutherland. It has been Sutherland more than happy to play the long searching ball. Primarily looking for Lokalingoi. This time it is Morphetus. He gets his opportunity finally. Eventually wins the throw-in for his side. Hakoah, meanwhile, keeping it on the turf, trying to play through the middle. No doubt looking for Gauthier. Excellent interception. Clever little touch in behind as well. Jones inside. Gauthier. Not reading his teammates' intention. Straight back up the other end we go. Well defended. Jeremy Cox unable to find his pass. Oh, McGing, very clever footwork. Full of confidence at his new side already. Morphetus trying to run onto this. Won't trouble Ryan Norval one bit. Player collected quite late. Referee does eventually waive advantage. Not sure how much of an advantage there is. Hakoah going back. Bowick searching ball down the line. Cut out well by Brown. Here is Bowick again. Racing forward. Little cheeky ball over the top. Find Cotton. He's still going, Cotton. The cutback. Eventually cleared out of there. The crowd equally excited and in disbelief. Lokalingoi adjudged to be onside here. Straight up the other end we go. Charles Lokalingoi, excellent save from Norval. What an opportunity that was. Lokalingoi shaping to go a far post before trying to go through Norval's legs. Norval not having any of that. Meanwhile, Cox still going. Shot initially spilled by Norval before gathering on the rebound. Morphetus. That was his second touch of the game. What an opportunity that was. Hakoah defense needs to wake up quick smart. Kuno's chasing after this one, a little forlornly. Here is Morphetus again. Good ball around the corner. Good pressure here from Hakoah. eventually a little frustrated, lashing out. It's going to be a yellow card here, maybe for that earlier challenge. Patrick O'Shea going into the book. Referee having a few words before getting play back underway. Bit of feeling in this one, as you'd expect with two teams maybe already in their last chance saloon for a final spot.
Alan, have you got the program? Can you text Neff with the name of number 14, please? 14? Yeah, that's what he wants to know. So it's just text. Huh? 14? Yeah, they're 14. Just text it to him, please. Sure. Thank you.
Ball coming out to Polyak, who eventually...
Yeah, just anything, text, WhatsApp, whatever.
Bej-Bowic. Ball over the top, well cut out. Eventually O'Shea collecting that foul, able to slow things down. Lokalingwe out wide. All the way back to Cheng. Comfortably chested down by Bej-Bowic. Receives it now from his goalkeeper. Shattuck with not a lot forward. Hakoah trying to play it out from the back. They do well enough. Gauthier spreading it to this left-hand side. Cheng lunging in, couldn't get the ball, but the touch a little heavy. Denham collects. Morphetus. Gives it to Lokalingwe, who's immediately met with two defenders. Oliver Green doing wonderfully. And then Harry Jones with some footwork. Striker's not ready for that attacking move. Warren happy to go all the way back. Sutherland have their goal. Has gotten a little loose for them since that time. If anything, Hakoah realise the impetus is on them to dictate the play. Bowic. Out to Connor Shattuck. Ball inside, finds Akuno. Akuno going to ground, referee waving play on. Cox playing it inside, wants the return ball and will get it. Almost in slow motion there. Eventually Hakoah doing well to get it clear. Shahei Akuno chasing shadows. Going to need some friendly up passes to work with. Once again, Hakoah wanting to find the feet of Gauthier. He does have pace to burn. Doesn't matter what centre-back he comes up against, he'll look to take him on. Quality of the pass in his direction, just not quite good enough. Kuno back to Boich. Boich diagonal, cut out easily by Cheng. Boich throwing an arm in the air in frustration. Cheng's touch inside, read well by Oliver Green, holds on to the football. Going back to Boich. Boich now to Shattuck, who immediately is met by pressure of Morphetus. Forcing the ball down the line, Mark Warren cutting it out. Boich, evidently sick of going down this right-hand side, tries to switch to the left. I don't like what they see there either, the home team. Back to Ryan Norval. Now Boich, are we going to see another long ball? Morphetus reading that one, his touch straight back to Boich. Again, maybe a sign he's just not getting enough of the football. That is punted out of here. Cheng making no mistake. Challenging well again there. Ball forward, chested down extremely well by Akuno. Gets it onto his left foot and pops it up. Mark Warren happy to leave it. Dangerous stuff here. Shattuck back inside. Header towards goal. Drifting just past the post. Much better from the home team. Lingoi up in the air, and coming off the back of his head. Surely not the intention. Hakoah doing well to get possession back. Gauthier giving chase. Shattuck back to his keeper, Norval. Once again, the long ball, unfortunately for him, Gauthier not back onside. Time and space for the Sharks. Romero spreading it wide. Cox back to Romero. Polyak, O'Shea, Lokalingoi. Looked good until it broke down. Hakoah trying to release Swadling on this left-hand side. Can't find him. Kuno cleverly around the corner. Hakoah starting to string their passes together. Was not a good start for them, but they're growing into this contest. Connor Shattuck. Into a good area. Gauthier not wanting to make that run, however. Under pressure, Cotton turning over the football. Ball forward to Mofitis. He's just not having the game he would like so far. Didn't get a touch of the football in the first 10 minutes. Maybe he'll be growing into this contest as we go along. Incredibly talented footballer. Just needs to start showing some consistency. Akuno claiming the throw in and in fact getting it. Ball towards the back stick, relatively deep. Too deep, out for a goal kick. Long from Denham, flicked on towards Lokalingoi. He's got Romero in space. The top of the box if he wants him. He's going himself. Lokalingoi. Well defended Hakoah. Once again, the long ball over the top. Just needs to be that little bit heavier. Meanwhile, Akuno has got it on this right-hand side. Shattuck's making the overlapping run, ignored. Shohei Akuno. Now Connor Shattuck wants to take on Mark Warren. His first touch is heavy. And Mark Warren with his own heavy touch. Has a smile initially, now turns his attention to getting into the right position for this corner. Akuno to swing it in. It's not much of a swinger, it's a darter. To the back stick. Harry Jones all the way back, and then the shot always rising. Pedge Bowych issuing instructions to his team. Goodness knows they could use some leadership, some instructions. Sutherland, meanwhile, playing it out rather comfortably. Cox on this right-hand side, playing it inside now. Polyak to Romero. Romero out to Mofitis. What's he got this time? Taking on his man well. Ball to the penalty spot. Well read by the Hakoah defense. They've had a little bit of trouble in transition. That first clearance. Always a little under hit, putting pressure immediately back upon them. Cox. There's the run of Cheng. Cheng back to his number 9. Shattuck away, bit of an up and under. Sutherland decide they've had enough of that. Well read though. Cotton again, up and down the pitch. Out to this right-hand side, well read, Blair Brown. Cotton comes again. Onto his left foot, decides to play it out to the left. Ezekiel swinging it in. Met first time by McGing. In fact, keeping it in play. Eventually turning over back to Ezekiel. Swung in. Denham rising and claiming. He immediately looks to punt it downfield. Bowych has dealt with more difficult balls than that. Coombs to Ezekiel. Inside to Jones. Lovely ball down the line. It's perfectly weighted. The ball across the area. Dangerous. No one really attacking it particularly. Beautiful delivery across the face. Bowich. Blair Brown, very strong. Lokalingoi, cleverly to Romero. Charles continuing his run, well defended. Back towards his own goal, Ryan Norval. Goodness gracious me. Ezekiel it was who comes over now to thank his goalkeeper. Did exactly what he was meant to do, made the interception, unfortunately for him. Was going top bins. Ryan Norval alert to the danger. Corner kick to the Sharks. Mark Warren, loopy delivery towards that back post. It's not going to sit for the shot back inside. That could be a costly turnover. Polyak was also in that team of the week last week. Needs to do better than that. Meanwhile, Shattuck down the line. Harry Jones stops and props. Back to Shattuck. Jones perhaps not expecting that football. Might have stretched something as well. He's either frustrated or injured, maybe a bit of both. Lokalingoi trying to turn his defender inside and out. Eventually, Combs goes to ground and wins the football. That's a proper football challenge. Shattuck, similarly. Winning the football first and foremost. I like to see it. Cheng to Romero, unable to control it. Oliver Green. Swaddling in a bit of a battle in midfield as well. It was a late challenge. Referee adjudges it to be a foul. Oliver Green working extremely hard in the centre of midfield. Referee judging that Jeremy Cox was being held. Might have been that man, Robert Ezekiel, doing the holding. Always a tricky one for referees. A bit of holding one way or the other. Attackers leaning back into their defenders. Sutherland captain Mark Warren still on set piece duty. He's got Morphetus lurking at the back post. It is towards the back post, headed inside. Hakoah eventually clearing it, in fact. Foul, I believe, on Swaddling with the attempted clearance. The Sharks might have felt like they could have had 2 or 3 this half, but it's been some brilliant last-ditch defending from the home side and some excellent goalkeeping by Ryan Norval. Keep Hakoah Sydney City East in this contest. Gautier to Akuno. McGing forcing it down the line. Heavy contact, rode well by Harry Jones. Kuno with clever footwork. Wants it back. Playing a bit of keepy uppies before hitting it with the left foot. Always off balance, always rising, but acrobatic and entertaining effort. Romero asking for an option, not finding anything. He'll get this one back off Warren. Crossfield is perfect for Cheng. Touches it inside. Kuno trying to apply the pressure. Now has his teammates to help him out as well. Look at this press from Hakoah. Ball all the way back. Shattuck doing well. Wins that first ball and gets there at the second time of asking. That's a commitment. Indeed, all his teammates need to show in winning and holding on to this football. Green losing out on that occasion. Romero trying to take him on. Decides to cut back in with his right foot. Romero still going. Back he goes to Polyak. Back all the way we go. Blair Brown, the new man for Sutherland McGing. Not sure who he was aiming for. Ball out of play. Long ball over the top. Gauthier is going to get there first. Gauthier keeping it in play originally. That was all he was trying to do. Eventually it runs away for a goal kick, and for all their efforts passing the ball along the ground through the middle, when they've got that long ball over the top just right, it looked dangerous indeed. Marie Gauthier, pace to burn. As we approach half-time, is there an opportunity for Hakoah to restore parity? Morphetus, a lovely footwork before he's just bundled over, really. Boich bringing the danger man to ground. Smartly runs away as well to avoid any further consultation with the referee. Morphetus with a bit of space, wants to take on Connor Shattuck. Does get past him. Not getting past Ryan Norval. Denham just making a Kuno run a little further. Don't know if you can hear those instructions, but they're coming from Pej Boich. Expects a lot more from his players, particularly in the first half of this contest. Morphetus Trying to show us some clever footwork. Connor Shattuck's had enough. Referee blowing his whistle comes over to have a talk. This might be his final warning too. Rather lengthy chat had. We don't mind that. We'd rather see that than cards being dished out left, right and centre. Mark Warren. Shocking set piece, really. Straight along the turf. Could this lead to another Hakoah counter-attack? No, if Quentin Cheng has anything to do with it. Bit of back and forth. McGing this time forward. Only as far as Ezekiel, who does well to get it under control. There is just the 1 minute of stoppage time being signalled. Bit of miscommunication with the Sutherland defence. McGing just getting it out of play eventually. Can Hakoah strike back before the break? Ezekiel, the touch inside, just evading Gauthier. Romero cleverly to retain possession. Morphetus striding forward, releases Lokalingoi. A few fans here thinking that was about to be 2-0 before the half. He had strayed it just offside. It's the way he likes to play. No further addition to the scoreline at the break. Sutherland Sharks with a very early goal, and it stayed that way here at Hensley Athletic. It is Hakoah, Sydney City East 0, Sutherland Sharks 1. Welcome back to the second half of this clash. Hakoah Sydney City East FC and the Sutherland Sharks. Here's the latter leading 1-0. In fact, Lokalingoi already on the attack. Trying to go past his man. He's grabbing the jersey of his opponent. James Coombs maybe asking for a little more punishment. It was a fast and frenetic opening to this clash. Things getting a little tidy, a little unhelpful, particularly if you're a Hakoah fan, only due to some excellent defending and goalkeeping by Ryan Norval that this remains just 1-0. Perhaps played out like a match between 10th versus 12th at times. Good news is we have a second half to right some of those wrongs. Lovely first time passing from Hakoah, then it's fizzed into the feet of Akuno. Gaultier can't get the second ball. Lokalingoi trying to go past Norval, who had raced out of his goal. Lokalingoi eventually trying to bend it over everyone. Only succeeds conceding a goal kick. Hakoah looking to play the offside trap. Ended up only being half an offside trap. Boich and Coombs exchanging a few words, no doubt trying to get on the same page for this next attack. In the end, Ryan Norval, you have to say, did extremely well, putting off Lokalingoi, forcing him backwards. While 1 goal deficit feels very manageable, 2 goals you feel would be a step too far. Hakoah only scored 8 goals so far this season. Really has been their main concern. Only conceded 16. Actually gives them, with these other matches in the round notwithstanding, the equal 4th best defence. Ezekiel's throw inbound. Finds Oliver Green. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot. Once again, the ball just sent straight back down the other end. Goalkeeper and strikers not quite on the same page. Ezekiel, clever ball inside. Oliver Green, happy to go back. Ezekiel all the way back to his goalkeeper. Norval punting it wide right. Cotton was trying the ball around the corner to his right back once again. Teammates with different ideas. Liam McGing, we mentioned, has been transferred across from Sydney FC and already looking right at home. He's going to say in the light blue, of course, tonight. It's the grey and orange. Ezekiel conceding this free kick. Surely too far out for Mark Warren to go direct in on goal. Could potentially produce, however. Difficult delivery for the defence to handle. There's some tall timber there for Sutherland. Lokalingoi standing tallest. Mark Warren with one eye on goal. Indeed decided to go direct for goal. Couldn't get past the two-man wall. Bowich getting it out to this right-hand side. The player crudely dragged down. We all know what happens here. Yellow card issued. I believe it's Blair Brown who conceded that foul. A little hard to see on this far touchline. We'll keep an eye on that should more cautions occur. Is a rare attacking set piece in this game for Hakoah. Can they make the most of it? Good looking delivery. Mark Warren getting up highest. Was sent back in again by Bowich, not getting particularly far. Norval comes out for a quick conference with Ezekiel. Already a bit more possession for Hakoah. No sooner has that been said than Sutherland with a few lovely passes. Morphetus starting this off. Now it's Cheng. Mokolingwe as 4 to beat, not winning that battle anytime soon. Bowich with those years of experience on the Central Coast and of course at Sydney FC. It's Lokolingwe bursting past him and past this offside trap. Still going Lokolingwe. Plays it outside the box. Well blocked, number 8 on number 8. Green doing very well against the shot of Polyak. And it is Green bursting away. It's got Akuno on this left-hand side. Akuno, clever cutback. Akuno still going and seemed to run out of ideas. And nutmegged to add insult to injury. Maybe needed to put the head down, Akuno, and back himself to unleash the strike. Tried to be unselfish. Jeremy Cox unable to keep that in play. Robert Ezekiel with the throw in. Lokolingwe, hands raised in the air in frustration. McGinga was that time. They keep trying this over the top through ball. Lokolingwe not always with the stamina to make that run, or indeed the positioning sense. He is getting heavily marked as well, drawing the attention of 2 or 3 defenders on every occasion. Warren cleverly back inside. Nathan Denham laps it up. Ezekiel all over the back of Cox. He did just have eyes for the ball. Referee didn't like it. Polyak restarts play. Hakoah have had a much better defensive shape early on in this second half. Mokolingoi does well to evade his attacker this time. Cox plays it left to Romero. Romero with a few step overs for show. Back to Cox. Straight at Ryan Norval. Doesn't have to move. First time ball around the corner. Very good from Gauthier. And then Green trying to hold off the man before getting the football. That might be his last warning. Morphetus receives a speaking to as well. Referee keeping control of this game. We mentioned not trying to go straight to the notebook, which we do appreciate. Maybe reaching his last straw. Ezekiel to Swadling. Very good footwork from the young man. Ball inside to Green. Green still going. Now plays it wide right. Mark Warren reading it best. Maybe the ball not played it wide enough. Boich underneath that one. There's the experience. Swadling on the left. Gauthier. Loves to cut inside. Decent link up here. Gauthier can't quite get on the end of it. Mark Warren clears it away. That's better from Hakoah. Coton flicking it down the line. Still charging forward. McGing and Brown have dealt with most of the danger that's come their way. No doubt still working on their centre defensive combination. Hakoah. Forward through Oliver Green. Then another crude foul. Set piece is very deep. The header inside from Combs was on target. Didn't quite have the strength in the header to direct it far enough to that far post. Excellent opportunity, excellent set piece. Combs back doing his defensive duties now. Did look like it was going to elude everyone. Captain Coombs never giving up on it. Little tussle here outside the area. Really, Okuno had no business even getting a toe to that. Wins the throw-in for his team, does turn it over now. Back we go again. Harry Jones doing well on the turn. Oliver Green inside. Finds Boich. Hakoah again trying to attack down this right-hand side. Shattuck's ball inside. Well collected by Denham. Quick release. Sees Quentin Sheng down this right-hand side. Excellent defense. Swaddling right on his man. Crowd here starting to lift somewhat. Still half an hour left in this game. Oliver Green under the pressure of two defenders. Retains possession for his side. And Romero having a bit of a lover's tiff in the middle. It's Green's ball forward to Akuno. Akuno scoops it around the corner. Chang defending well. Well, the second time of asking, skewing off the side of the boot. Is this the moment for Hakoah? Pressure building. Ezekiel. Towards the back stick. Eventually forced clear by Polyak. Now Boich. Losing possession. There's space down the left. Lokalingoi hasn't seen it. He wants to go down the right. Finds Cox. Cox wanting the return ball. Polyak. Waiting a little too long. Well defended by Coombs. Chang's throw inside the area. Bouncing around. Eventually, Raul Romero grabbing onto his man, commits the foul. Ezekiel doing well to keep that in play. The ball down the line is looking for Akuno, doesn't find him. Ball with some wicked spin evades Gauthier all the way through to Denham. Sutherland back on the attack. Romero, this time through the left. Leaves that one. Cox. Chang it back to Romero. Sutherland not trying to force anything. Morphetus eventually getting that ball out of his feet. Good pressure, you have to say, again from Hakoah. Look well up for this battle in the second half. How much time is there before Hakoah make a substitution? Do they really start to chase this game? Looking at the ladder, you'd think this is a winnable fixture for them. Not that any game in the NPL New South Wales is 3 points locked away. Oliver Green, this time going into the book. The foul itself, not particularly malicious or even badly timed. Enough to be a foul. Referee pointing out it's an accumulation, which is the reason for the yellow card. Warren inside to Romero. Bit of space here. Lokalingoi couldn't find the pass he wanted. Cheng. So Cox, Hakoah again. Those four midfielders immediately stationed back in their positions, ready to defend. Lokalingoi heads it back before it goes forward to Cox. Cox rolling it. Tries to go past Ezekiel. Coombs comes out to help his teammate. Romero gets a little shove in the back. Harry Jones didn't think there was much in it. Referee, if nothing else, is being consistent. They exchange handshakes now, Jones and Romero. Enjoying their battle in midfield. And of course, here comes Mark Warren to take another set piece. Sutherland have had plenty. Not made enough of them. Warren. Decent delivery. Finds the head of his teammate. The ball sailing over the crossbar. It was a decent ball in from Mark Warren. O'Shea rising very well. Couldn't direct his header downwards. McGing getting that one clear. If he keeps this up, McGing could be looking at a team of the week position for himself. So we see finally a change for Hakoah. Jordan Cotton, the man to make way. I believe it's Addison Cyan coming on. Green around the corner, gives it away. The shot on goal, well saved. Norval again, alert to the danger. Jordan Morphetus had time and space, could pick his spot. Hits it dead straight. If you please credit Ryan Norval, who is keeping his side in this contest. Good first time ball out to this left-hand side. Kuno spreading it wide. Cyan once more. Delivery, dangerous looking. McGing stationed exactly where he needs to be. Warren just punting the ball with his hand, preventing the throw in. He's not going to get a yellow card, I don't believe. In the end, maybe you say clever from Mark Warren. Delays the throw-in. No punishment made. Substitution will be made. Mateo Polyak, I believe, the man to make way. Lachlan Everett coming on. Lokalingoi not giving up on this one. Lokalingoi intercepts the football. Cannot find the finish. Norval is absolutely livid with Coombs. Lokalingoi had the target at his mercy. Doesn't even get it out for a goal kick. It's a throw-in on this near side. I have to say, he's bottled that chance. Hakoah. Bit of a broken record here, but still in this contest. Sutherland have not found that killer blow, the second goal to end this game. Presented with a few opportunities. A lot of the times denied by Ryan Norval at that time. Lokalingoi, after some excellent work, not giving up on the football. Missing the target altogether. Hakoah, can they respond? Ball over the top to Gauthier. Might even be an own goal, you know. Mark Warren potentially with that last touch. Amaury Gauthier might be the man to claim it. I'll let the video assistant make the final call. Most importantly, the scoreline now is 1-1. Game on is the shout from the stands, indeed. Is that the little bit of luck they needed? To be fair, the ball in was magnificent. Into a very dangerous area. The Sutherland defenders just couldn't deal with it. Bit of a discussion around me as to whether it was an own goal or not. You at home may well have had the very best view. Every free kick being clapped on by the home fans as well. Addison Sayan tidy to go backwards. Well, Sutherland rue their missed chances. Time and time again. They've had the shot on goal. Could not find the back of the net. Hakoah on what was a rare but dangerous break. Make them pay. Tick over 15 minutes left in this contest. A draw, not really enough for either side. Sutherland with their taste of victory last week. No doubt wanting more. Against Sydney Olympic, no less. Hakoah going down 1-0 to Sydney FC. Looked like it was going to be a similar story here, perhaps. Knocking on the door without it opening. They look like a very encouraged side. The ball swung in towards the middle. McGingett is stationed underneath, doing well to get it away. Shouts for Green to hit it. He wants to work the 1-2 instead, Oliver Green. Not only does that not link up, it leaves him out of position. And with Sutherland able to burst through, Romero taken out after playing that ball through. Lokalingoi challenged by Coombs extremely well, winning the football, taking the man out as well. We'll have to see whether there's going to be a yellow card now issued, indeed. He's unable to avoid it. Was just trying to stop the counter-attack. I believe it was Pej Bowic. That was followed by a brilliant challenge from James Coombs. Sliding in, winning the football. Desperate challenge in a desperate situation. Both these sides wanting their third win of the season. Can one of them stand up and take it? Lovely footwork initially from Josh Swadling. Can't keep going, however. He doesn't give up on that one. Sutherland all of a sudden looking a little frazzled. I think I've just made up a word between frazzled and rattled. We'll go with it for now. Hakoah, the big switch to the left. It's perfect. Lovely flick on as well. Unfortunately for Hakoah, Ezekiel's touch a little heavy. Maybe that's why he's a left back, with all due respect to left backs around the world, particularly those watching this broadcast. Be gentle. Green underneath this one, reads the bounce of the ball. Out to Robert Ezekiel. He wants to go down the line. Jeremy Cox defending well. Once again, space in the middle of the park. Morphetus. Decent first touch. Has Lokalingoi in behind him. He doesn't have his head up, however. Connor Shattuck defending well. Connor Shattuck winning that battle once more. Some of these players really starting to tire. Being so many long balls over the top, so many sprints. And Omari Gautier sick of it. That was him that the ball didn't reach. Mark Warren getting there first. He just wants the ball played to feet, not to beat. Coombs again reading it well. And then Robert Ezekiel, a clever turn. Hakoah look inspired. Pedge Boich, not afraid to get forward. He's going to need to race back. That said, Sutherland not exactly sending numbers forward themselves. Patrick O'Shea back all the way across now. Mark Warren. Cox the touch inside. Everett with some neat passing. Romero now to the left. Mark Warren. The captain sends this one in. Well wide. In fact, just sneaking in for a goal kick. Heavy challenge, foul not given on green. Romero races away with it for now. Morphetus gives it back to Romero. Lokalingoi, judged to be offside. No more than half a yard in that one, but referee and linesman looked assured with that decision. Lokalingoi, I think as well, realizing he had just straight offside. Morphetus the man to make way. I think Alex Lopez is the man coming on. I'll have that confirmed for you in just a moment. If it is indeed a like-for-like substitution, he will be playing in that left midfield role. Gautier trying to close down the goal kick from Denham, unable to do so. Coombs. Ezekiel is quick, but no one's that quick. Ball races out of play. Connor Shattuck on this right-hand side, trying to turn his man. Loses the football, gives away the foul. And in his frustration, now collects a yellow card. It's his side's third of the evening. Sutherland just the one to Patrick O'Shea. This game is up for the taking, with just 10 minutes of regular time remaining. Which side will be bravest? Mark Warren. Over the head of Lokalingoi. Cox happy to play it back. Chang. Looking for Romero. Green once again reading it better than anyone else. Swadling's touch lets his side down. Ball forward perfectly onto the chest of Swadling. Holds off the defender. Doesn't have his head up. Not aware of where his teammates are. Romero battling with Green. Green on a yellow card. Got there first. Got his body in front of the ball. Wins his team the foul. The home fans love that. How much does he have left in the tank? Oliver Green. Another rather aimless ball forward. Far too many of those from both sides. Got no problem with the long ball as long as it's to your target man. You've seen the frustration of some of these forwards. Chasing shadows on a few occasions. Gauthier, good chest down, an even better tackle. Connor Shattuck. Steps back, Sayan. Little 1-2 play between these two gentlemen. Sayan eventually swinging it in. Delivery's a little heavy. Out the back, over the top to Quinton Cheng. Cheng, that's a better ball to Lokalingoi. He has two to beat. He beats the first and the second. Lokalingoi thriving on quality delivery. Has some teammates to support him now. O'Shea, first time ball around the corner. Out to Lopez, clever. Mark Warren trying to swing it in. Can't do so, does collect the corner kick for his team. Delivery inside, all the way across to Lokalingoi, who can barely believe it even reached him, and then with his left foot strikes it over the crossbar. Yet another chance for Sutherland goes begging. Flick on from Cox. Doesn't have a teammate around him. Lokalingoi again chasing after it. Tries to put the pressure on Norval. Combs forward. Quality ball to find Akuno. It's perhaps been a little quiet in the last 10 minutes or so. Akuno. Cute ball around the corner. Gauthier's touch is a little heavy. Some excellent challenges being won in the centre of midfield as well. O'Shea on that yellow card has to be careful, but he's doing his work extremely well. Cox has that run through the middle. Can't find his player. Addison Sayan tidying up before the ball straight to Lokalingoi. Lokalingoi this way and that. This time he does finish. A horrible giveaway for Hakoah, maybe symptomatic of their season. Lokalingoi at this occasion does not miss, makes it 2-1 to the Sutherland Sharks. That is close to heartbreaking here for Hakoah. After being behind for so much of this game, got themselves level through what I believe we're calling a Mark Warren own goal. Only for a mistake of their own Yet another turnover in their defensive third. Lokalingoi looked like the moment had lingered too long. He kept a calm head, found the back of the net, nothing Norval could do. There's still time for an equaliser. A lot of players, and in fact officials, staff having words with the referee allowing play to flow. Players would be best served to do the same. There's still time for Hakoah. If not for this victory, for a draw. The ball over the top. The looped header! Onto the roof of the net. Looked like it might have been the moment. Addison Sayan timing his run to perfection. Did the right thing. Knew he wasn't going to be able to get the force downward and into the net. Tried to lob it over Denham, who just had to stand and watch. Luck on his side on this occasion. Ezekiel wants to go long once more. Sent back with interest. Romero reading that, playing it through to Cox. Cox adjudged to be offside. It's going to be a tight decision if he was offside. We'll go with the linesman. He's in the best position. Cox, in his frustration, kicking that ball away, picks up the yellow card. That will be his last act in this game as well. Jeremy Cox being replaced. It is that man with the team name, Harry Sutherland, coming on. Defender by trade, will try and stabilise this game. Sutherland, no doubt, happy just to take this 1-goal lead to the bank, cash it in. Would expect them to sit a little deeper than they have in this contest then. Could be a bit of room, a little space for Hakoah. Harry Jones, good footwork initially. Oliver Green, who's not stopped all day. Back to Jones. Back to Green. Now they go down the right-hand side. So we approach the end of regular time. Bowych stands this one up towards the back post. Sayan is offside when he makes that header. Did make his forward run that fraction too early. Not many chances remaining for Hakoah. How dearly Sutherland coach Terry Palapanas would love these 3 points. And it is 3 minutes of stoppage time signalled. Big switch to this right-hand side. Warren stationed best. Ball turned over here on the far side. Hakoah. It's now or never. Header back inside. A few players looking at one another, waiting to collect it. Instead, Lopez says, I'll take that. Then takes the shot on Ryan Norval, flying to his left-hand side. Makes the save. Desperation times here. Okuno losing out. And just takes Lokalingoi out. He'll pick up a yellow card too. Sutherland in no rush to take this set piece. I was going to say, you know it's going long. Barely makes it over the line of midfield. Yeah, another turnover in this contest. Swadling wants the 1-2, gets it. Swadling racing into the area, gets there first. The ball across the face, however, so heavy. No doubt, full of adrenaline, racing into the area. Needed to have a little more composure. Mark Warren taking his precious time to receive the ball, to take this throw in. It's all bodies forward now for Hakoah. Only seconds surely remaining. Header inside. Space at the back stick. Boich. Plays it back, Sayan. It's all back and across for Hakoah. They need to race forward. There's no time. Boich shaped up, looking like he was about to cross it. Thrown again backwards. There is space on the left. Finally, we get it over here. Ezekiel. This could well be the last chance of the game. The big diagonal. Not enough depth on it whatsoever. Referee plays it on for now. Romero charges that one down. Combs again, wants to play it short, and Hakoah, with several opportunities to at least get a point of this game, have almost quite literally thrown it away. A horrible pass back towards their goal, presenting Lokalingoi with the winner. He was grateful to take it in a game of few precious opportunities. It's perhaps a sign of where these teams stay on the table. Hakoah will stay in last place. The Sharks maybe making a late run at finals football. So thank you for joining us here on your Sunday evening. My name is Nate Patrick. We'll see you again next week. Enjoy the other games that still have a few minutes remaining here at Hensley Athletic. It finishes Hakoah Sydney City East FC 1. Sutherland Sharks 2.
What makes a lot of difference.